I'm Joe Montaigne. As a father of a daughter with autism, I know the challenges that brings. Military families impacted by autism wage a battle on two fronts. One for their country, and another for their children.
I know you God knows we're in a battle zone. Well, I'm fighting the war back here, and I'm fighting it all alone.
With 1 in 88 military children diagnosed with autism, the families face extraordinary challenges. But there is hope.
I know it's wrong.
With intensive treatment, the lives of children with autism and their families can be changed. You can make a difference.
We've all been waiting for. Maybe tomorrow.
To learn how you can help a military child with autism, go to acttodayformilitaryfamilies.org. Thank you.
Maybe tomorrow.
New Year's on Fox Movie Channel. Fox Legacy explores the history of our studio's greatest films. Our host, Tom Rothman, chairman of Fox Film Entertainment, offers a unique insider's perspective.
Necessity is the mother of invention, and that is nowhere so true as in movie making.
Join us for a special event as we air episodes of Fox Legacy from New Year's Eve through New Year's Day. Make your New Year's resolution to spend more time at the studio. Fox Legacy on Fox Movie Channel.
The best of 2010, from Whoopi's walk-off to Geraldo running with the Bulls, we relive our favorite Factor moments and the interviews that had America buzzing on a special Factor.
We now offer phone service for $1.70 a month with MagicJack. That's just $19.95 a year. $19.95 a year. We give you free local.
Cox digital telephone long-distance plans make it easy to stay in touch. Whether you're talking to someone across town, across the country, or around the globe, Cox lets you talk for less with great plans that save you money and wireless minutes. Talk all you want with our unlimited U.S. calling plans. And save on calls around the globe with our Simply Worldwide plan. Stay in touch with friends both near and far with Cox Digital Telephone. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh.
There are times when you can get a brand new Elantra for a song. But since it's the holidays, call it a carol.
The grand opening of the all-new Hyundai Santa Barbara. The Santa Barbara Auto Group family. Hope Avenue in the 101 and HyundaiSantaBarbara.com.
Leaders, many of whom I've met on the campaign trail and in the towns and cities of America, Mama Grizzlies. These are tough, serious, formidable women.
You don't want to mess with the Mama Grizzlies.
Like Michelle Bachmann of Minnesota.
Thank you, everyone.
Nikki Haley of South Carolina. Susana Martinez of New Mexico. And Carly Fiorina of California. These women are at the forefront of a new wave of strong, confident American women who are positively affecting not just the Republican Party, but America itself.
Now, this truly was the year of the Mama Grizzlies. Conservative women scored huge victories from coast to coast, and many of them had the backing of former Governor Sarah Palin, author of the brand new book, America by Heart. Governor, in the New York Times piece, which I referred to earlier, Mary Matlin said, I don't know her well enough, meaning you, to know if she developed a thick skin you need to be endlessly resilient the way Reagan could take things for decades and let them roll off their back. But I think you kind of answered that a little bit in the last segment. Why are conservative women more often attacked than anybody else in the political arena?
Oh, well, first let me say how proud I am of these common sense, constitutional, conservative women. They have the blood of the pioneering women who forged new lands and through waterways of the West and helped settle this nation. And they're the women who raised families and taught their children and provided within their communities throughout the ages. These are the same women, and here they've stood up and said enough is enough as this fundamental transformation of America would be shoved down our throats and ruin opportunities for our children. Enough is enough, and we're going to put government back on our side. So I'm so proud of them and the candidates who perhaps didn't prevail this go around. I want them to stick to it and give it another shot in a couple of years, and may they prevail too. But yeah, they are attacked also. I'm not the only one. And Sean, even when you talk about the personal attacks that the Palins receive on a daily basis. You do too, and Rush does, and Glenn Beck, and you know, all the other folks, Ann Coulter, Laura Ingraham, Michelle Malkin, these folks who have been out there on the front lines with this message about common sense, conservative solutions that can be applied to our economy and our national security issues. You guys have been taking it to for a lot longer than I have. I've been taking it for 20 years, but more on a local level, taking on the good old boys on, you know, from a city council level on up. But it's that message that is threatening to the establishment, to the liberals who run the media and run much of government. They don't want most Americans to be reminded of the time-tested truths that are the foundation of this most exceptional country. And when we talk about that foundation, they get threatened. So they have to personally attack and try to erode our credibility and invalidate our statements. And they do that by attacking on a personal level.
You actually used the phrase, "I fear for our democracy." What did you mean by that?
I do. I fear for our democracy because I recognize, and I know you did too, Sean, and you tried to sound a warning bell through your commentary, through the campaign, as I was nominated for VP and running with one of my heroes, Senator John McCain, as we were witnessing what the other campaign was actually telling the American people, warning them what they were going to do to America. They warned, Barack Obama did as candidate, that he would fundamentally transform America, that he would redistribute somebody's wealth, he would take it and he would give it to somebody else. Those things that do erode our free market and our freedoms and our disincentives to a strong work ethic and to productivity. And now what we see are some manifestations of what he had warned us that he would do in the campaign. We are seeing that come home to roost now. We see with the quantitative easing of the feds that Barack Obama has now come out and supported, as the Fed says that we're going to print more money out of thin air, and we're going to incur more debt, and we're going to devalue our dollar, and we're going to mess with China's currency. We're going to preach to them that they can't be messing with it, but we'll be messing with our own. All these things that are taking place right now, especially the incurrence of this huge debt, Sean, what it is doing is eroding our opportunities, which ultimately erodes our democracy and our freedoms. And we cannot succeed this way. There is no way with the quantitative easing, with this new $600 billion infusion of fake money into our system. That's not how we get our economy back on the right track. We became the foremost superpower by incentivizing producers and job creators and work ethic, not by punishing work ethic, but that's exactly what Barack Obama and those in the White House and leftists in Congress are doing to our economy and to our job creators. They're disincentivizing work ethic.
Coming up, she's already said a run for the presidency is seriously on her mind, but as Governor Palin thought about how she would handle paramount issues like securing the homeland, we'll ask her. Coming up next.
I certainly wouldn't be coddling our enemies and, poking in the eye those allies whom we need to remain a superpower. And I certainly, though, would never be questioning the desirability of being the foremost superpower in the world, as Barack Obama has done.
To stay fit, you might also want to try lifting one of these. The unique sea salt added to over 40 Campbell's condensed soups helps us reduce sodium, but not flavor. So do a few lifts. Campbell's soup can do.
When I see people trying to sell an old Camry, it makes me want to show them the new Ford Fusion. I can't help myself.
I'm kind of ready to move up and to get to the next level.
Fusion.
Yeah, I like it.
I should probably brag about this a little bit. The projected resale value, it beats the Camry. 33 miles a gallon on the highway.
Wow.
The sync system.
GPS.
Correct.
Phone.
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you.
The final days of the Ford Spring celebration. Hurry in to get 0% APR financing for 60 months.
Holly has something she'd like to say.
Bye, Camry.
With the venture card from Capital One, we get double miles on every purchase, so we have the trip to Vegas twice as fast. And since double miles add up fast, we can bring the whole gang. In Caesar, we get double miles every time we use our card, no matter what we're buying.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's hard to beat double miles.
If anyone objects, let them speak loud for everyone.
It's the venture card from Capital One, Money Magazine's best rewards card if you aim to rack up airline miles.
What's in your wallet? Let it go!
The human body is about precision. At Zurich, we understand emotion and have designed the world's most comprehensive surgically find personal solution that's right for you. Call Zurich at 1-877-336-Each of these people
Exactly 1 year later, he and 3,500 fellow members of the 1st Stryker Brigade Combat Team, 25th Infantry, deployed to Iraq from Fort Wainwright, Alaska. 13 days earlier, I had been chosen by John McCain as his vice presidential running mate. I was both governor of Alaska and a vice president of Canada. That meant I had to convince the campaign honchos to fly home to see track me deployed. I had to travel to see so we wandered. Still, on that day, all the pomp and circumstance didn't matter. That day, we're going to miss you. We can't help it. We're going to miss you.
And that was no doubt an emotional day for Governor Sarah Palin and her family, and she people who failed to get an education and therefore stuck in Iraq. We visited the
families, some personal health reasons that his family was going through. I was proud to travel